Imagine three dots labeled A, B, and C. A is the smallest and C is the largest. When you relate B to A, B looks big. However, when you relate B to C, B looks small. The obvious truth is that B is neither big nor small. B just is. We make B what it is by comparing. Everything in life just is. We make a thing big or small, high or low, negative or positive by comparing it to something else. If you want to feel inferior or superior to others, then you will compare with them. But if you want to be great, make a difference, and excel in everything you do, then don't compare and don't complain. I agree that there's strong differences in people's backgrounds, experiences, training, or ways of learning. It may surprise you to know that a big champion of this view was Alfred Binet, the inventor of the IQ test. Wasn't the IQ test meant to summarize children's unchangeable intelligence? In fact, no. Binet, the Frenchman working in Paris in the early 20th century, designed this test to identify children who were not profiting from the Paris public schools so that new educational programs could be designed to get them back on track. Without denying individual differences in children's intellects, he believed that education and practice could bring about fundamental changes in intelligence. Here is a quote from one of his major books, Modern Ideas About Children, in which he summarizes his work with hundreds of children with learning difficulties. He said, "A few modern philosophers assert that an individual's intelligence is a fixed quantity, a quantity which cannot be increased. We must protest and react against this brutal pessimism. With practice, training, and above all method, we manage to increase our attention, our memory, our judgment, and literally to become more intelligent than we were before. So, it is not your IQ nor your PF, that is past performance, that will determine your success in university. It is your SP, self-perception." We agree with Carol Dweck that the view you adopt about yourself profoundly affects the way you lead your life. It can determine whether you become the person you want to be and whether you accomplish the things you value. You need to have a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset. Your past is not a reflection of who you are, and your past performance is not an indication of what you are capable of. University is a new experience and full of growth opportunities. It is the time for stretching and embracing challenges. Covey believes the way we see the world is entirely based on our own perceptions. We agree with him. In order to change a given situation, we must first change ourselves. And in order to change ourselves, we must be able to change our perception. University is not just a place, it is time. It is the time for self-mastery and moving from dependence to independence. But more than that, university is the time when you are focused on developing teamwork, collaboration, and communication skills, and moving from independence to interdependence. And it doesn't stop there. You need to be focused on continuous growth and improvement. This growth mindset can change your outcomes and your future naturally. We are in charge. We choose the scripts by which to live our lives. Use this self-awareness to be proactive and take responsibility for your choices. In order to be effective, one must be proactive. Reactive people take a passive stance. They believe the world is happening to them. They say things such as, there's nothing I can do. That's just the way I am. They think the problem is out there, but that thought is the problem. Reactivity becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and reactive people feel increasingly victimized and out of control. Proactive people, however, recognize that they have responsibility or response ability, which Covey defines as the ability to choose how you will respond to a given stimulus or situation. In high school and most of our lives, we were taught that some people are smarter than others, and it will stay like that. But aren't some people naturally smarter than others? Yes and no. People are born with unique genetic structures, meaning they are initially better than others at different things. However, those with a growth mindset believe that one can always improve, catch up, or even surpass others' natural talents. It is this growth mindset, as explained by Carol Dweck, that is needed to excel in university. In a growth mindset, people believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. Brains and talent are just the starting point. This view creates a love of learning and a resilience that is essential for great accomplishment. With a growth mindset, students continually work to improve their skills, leading to greater growth and ultimately success. The key is to get students to tune into that growth mindset.